Hi, I'm Carly Satterwhite, and I am going to talk to you about being a technology leader and how, as a principal, you can ensure that you have leadership characteristics that involve technology implementation. So, the what is the first question. How can I be a leader in technology, especially in my own building and or in your own district? So as an instructional leader, as a technology leader, you need to be able to utilize technology throughout your own professional development. So if you're delivering professional development, make sure that you're ensuring that you have proper technology in place for implementation, but also ensure that everything is working correctly and that we'll have different times that technology doesn't work for us, but get there early, make sure that everything is working, but ensure that you are modeling what you want to happen in the classroom for your teachers to implement, also to ensure that you're doing in your professional development. Be able to coach all employees throughout the implementation is really key. And I say all employees because technology doesn't just lie within the teacher role. It lies within the associates. It lies within the librarian. Everything that involves in the school culture should have some type of technology implementation. We are serving our students and coaching our students to be technology leaders themselves. So we need to be able to coach our all employees throughout the implementation of some technology. Especially when thinking about instructional technology leadership, make sure that your activities and or assignments are authentic, that we are looking at utilizing different technology tools that are authentic to our students' learning that would happen outside of the school day. That we're not just being able to implement technology to say we're implementing it, but to ensure that we are bringing authentic experience for our students. As an instructional leader, I really think that being able to utilize technology with fidelity is important. Not just to say that, okay, I did it, I put a PowerPoint together and I showed my kiddos that I was able to check this one off the list. It's not necessarily for us that we as teachers and or leaders just check the box and move on. It's really for our students. In your building, having a common vision and or a common place to be used for your specific school or implementation is important. So all teachers are on the same page. Whether or not you are being able to access Edmodo, which you're uploading assignments, you're talking on a message board, really similar to Facebook, user-friendly, or if you're posting on another site that has a database that's eChalk, Schoology, Blackboard that we use in our program, just to ensure that everyone's on the same page, that we don't have multiple usernames and passwords, that all students are familiar. And we have that common vision, especially for a one-to-one school. I put vulnerability on here. As an instructional leader, especially with technology, you have to show that you're vulnerable. You have to be able to ensure that your colleagues know that it's okay, that you don't know everything, that there are opportunities for you as in your own growth with technology, but that you're vulnerable to that and that you don't forget that. Setting common expectation is also important for an instructional leader. For a teacher role, thinking about that accountability part, talking about the implementation, make sure that steps are in place, that we know that they're going to be vulnerable, but ensure that it's a two-way street. Student-led versus teacher-led, and ensuring that the teacher is just a facilitator is important, because sometimes our students can teach us more as teachers through the technology lens especially. Ensure that for the teacher that their role is to align their lessons to the grade level standards and implement the grade level standards with technology. The expectations are laid out right away. Make sure that your colleagues are collaborating around the usage of technology and be able to showcase those best practices and monitor them. Provide professional development for the teachers and coach where they're at. Understand that each person is different within their technology knowledge. Have a model or demonstration classroom for a teacher that would showcase some of the technology tools that they use in the classroom so that you would have a model for best teaching practices. So the why. Why should we be doing this? If it isn't necessary for us to be able to expand on that one-to-one, why are we doing this in the first place? Really, it's a necessity. Being able to bring authentic experiences and align our grade level standards with what technology is out there right now is important for our students to have. It's a moral obligation. We need to be able to coach our teachers to learn more about the utilization of technology. Over into that picture, I really think this is key. We are currently preparing students for jobs that don't yet exist, using technologies that have not even been invented in order to solve problems that we don't even know are problems yet. That's so important. And if we don't have that preparing for the future, and we don't have that as a moral obligation, I don't know what we're doing then. So the how, plans and the implementation. Professional development is key. Have that demonstration classroom. Ensure that the culture is not like that bottom picture of throwing the keyboard through the screen. That you're being able to coach and walk through, problem solve, and have something in place. Motivational stipends. Money motivates teachers. It motivates most people. So having a little bit of money set aside to be able to handle technology questions that a teacher would be able to rely on another teacher who has an understanding of technology. That common vision and norms and expectations is essential for implementation. Having that not only my mentality that I'm modeling in professional development, but monitoring the implementation in the classroom. It has to have a balance and a continual balance, that it's not just an implementation. Okay, we had 1 year of professional development, now we're done, let's move on. It has to be meaningful, authentic, and it has to have that balance that it continues throughout and thrive, whether it's on outside extracurricular activities or it's inside that classroom. And that's all I have.